Hello everyone, George here, and we're back in my implementation of FNAF. We're in the supply closet and we're going to be finishing things up. First thing we need to address is this light here. This is going to be very simple. I've already gone online. It's just going to be based off of something like this, where we have a very dark gray color along with the bulb itself. The bulb is going to be emissive so that we don't need to worry about it. So if we come over here, we can jump to FNAF supply closet. Now in the future, if we decide to have the light turned off for some reason, we might want to add the filament inside of it as well as the components that actually illuminate out here, but we're not going to do any of that for right now. It should be good the way it is. One thing we don't have is a light switch, and we're also not talking about the door at this point. The reason we're not doing that is because the door and the frame are going to be part of the larger structure of the scene. So let's jump back over here and finish this off. So it's still one text or one object at the moment. Its poly count's a little bit high. We might need to do some normal mapping, especially here with how these spheres come together, but it's not much of a problem at the moment. We might deal with it later on. Let's go to right click, assign new material. Let's call this a phone, or let's make it a phone. Let's go to phone and call this supply closet underscore light underscore M. And we are going to need to go to window, modeling editors, UV editor, bring that open. Okay, so here are my UVs. They're quite messed up at the moment, so let's go ahead and start fixing this stuff. Right click, face mode. Let's grab the top, right click, and grow selection. And we're going to grow this out. Grow, 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 grow. Grow, grow. All the way to about there. And I'm thinking how I want to address this. If I want to slice this thing in half, or if I want to do anything special. I don't really need to worry about a whole lot with this. I can come at this from the bottom up or do a cylindrical. Let's do bottom up. Let's do a planar, but UVs, planar, and come from the Y-axis. Apply, close. Just move that over there. Grab all of you. Get you out of my way so you're not impacting what I'm working on. We grab this edge and come to edge mode over here, or convert over to UVs. Grab those UVs. I'm just going to stretch them out. And then we're going to turn on checkerboard. That is hideous, isn't it? I want to turn that off, actually. I'm just going to give it some space to work with. Give it some texels to sample. Oh, look at that. Those two were right on top of each other, weren't they? So then we have that bit, we have the next bit, next one, and then we have this one right here, then we have the bottom. Alright, so that's fine. For this part in the center, the circle, all the circles, I'm probably just going to grab these UVs, and I think that's it. The whole thing should be all of these, and we're going to do just a giant cylindrical one on this and wrap it around, and there it is. That is a lot of UVs. Let's zoom in. Can I zoom in? Just get a sense of what's going on here. Really stretched out in one axis, so let's see what we can do. Better. Okay, we'll go with something like that for now. And grab this whole thing, move it over there. Great. Save. And let's come at UV shell, frame on up. So this is a light bulb, which is definitely going to need to be addressed. Turn off that. Then we have the top, this whole piece, which we can pretty much map as a cylinder to make our lives easy. So let's do that first. So there's that. I'm also going to want the top bit. I'll end up just cutting that off most likely. Now, you know what? Let's grab it after all. Do I have everything now? Yes, I do. We can also probably grab... Is that going to be part of the light bulb? That is going to be the silver part of the light bulb that screws in. So we just need this bit that we have. UVs, cylindrical. Fill that on out. And let's see. I want to rotate this, so go to rotation. Where's my Z? It doesn't really matter, does it? Let's go to checkerboard and try to square things off a little bit here. There we are. Move that off someplace else. And now we come down to the light bulb, and what are these bits? The U and U, frame up. What are you over here? Wait, didn't I fix you? There's that. Is it duplicated twice? What's going on here? There's that and there's that. So U and U, come along. I want to hit delete. Looks like I had a double set of something. Alright, so UV shell mode. Let's fix up the light bulb. So this should also be cylindrical, I suppose, for the most part, except for maybe this bit. Well, this bit will definitely be cylindrical. So let's go to face, grab these ones. UV mesh, cylindrical, and take a look. And let's squash things down. Moving that over there, and this last one, UV shell, right there. And while it is a sphere, at the bottom part of it, it does kind of push off, so let's try cylindrical on this one. And then from cylindrical, we're going to see if we can make things a little bit better. So let's go to Tools and Smooth, and Unfold. I'm interested in seeing what it does to my light bulb. Actually, that's a pretty, whoops, that's a pretty good breakdown of what I would expect that to unfold into. So let's keep that. And now we just need to fill things out. So we need to consider our UV space and how much we want things to take up. And where's our 0 to 1 space? Over there? Okay, so let's start scaling things down. This should probably take up less than a quarter of our space. This is metallic-y. This is the light bulb, which is going to have some emissive qualities. We're going to scale that down. Really, it's not going to have anything special going on, so it can be fairly small. Then we have, what? This, which is the black or dark gray portion, which is also going to really not need any space. Most of what we do here won't require any space at all. This is the silver portion of the light. This doesn't really require any space. We'll put this somewhere over here. The chain, I'm guessing, is going to be the same, the top. So I'll probably want them together. I will rotate this. So let's go to transform and let's see. Rotate, there we go. Put that somewhere down in there. And given that this is black, what is this? This is silver. So why don't we just go ahead and put things where we expect them to be? I'm wasting a lot of UV space. So if I grab all these now, can we do arrange and layout? And just do a layout? Ooh. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do a layout on everything but this, because for some reason it's breaking them all into separate pieces. So let's take these, do a layout, and then this can come in afterwards, because I'm really not concerned. Well, I will actually be concerned if I end up normal mapping this thing, because I'll need the UVs to be the same respectively. So let's just make the rest of these guys a tiny bit smaller, not quite up each other's butt on the pixels. And let's see. Yeah, okay, better. So let's go ahead and save this out and we'll move along. So go to F8 probably, right? Yep. Image, UV snapshot, 2048, 2048, out UV, UV supply closet, and we're just going to call this UV supply closet light. Enter. Okay. Let it save it out. And let's open up Photoshop and take a look. FNAF Maya, images, and we need the light. Apply our stroke. Hit OK, and now we just need to apply flat colors to this object. Create a new layer, call the other one UVW, or just UVs, it's up to you. On this layer we can just start painting things, or you can paint the entire thing, it's entirely up to you. We're going to want a flat gray for this portion, and this portion. Just do that. And let's just call this gray. EY or AY, doesn't matter. Pick your version of gray, and it's going to be a dark gray. Well actually, let's apply the mask first, then Shift F5, not pattern, Shift F5, foreground, there we are. And next up, we will do, what is this? This is also gray, isn't it? This is gray. So let's grab all of this now. And go to here, and let's do Shift F5, enter. Now that's all gray. Now we just need to do the silver for the light and the actual light itself. Let's grab the light silver portion, which is just going to be a light gray, and we're going to do some reflectivity on that. But that'll be inside of Unity, where we do all that kind of stuff. So let's just pick that color, Shift F5, enter. And then let's do, for this last one, bulb. And for the bulb, we're just going to grab all of you, mask you, and color the entire thing nearly white. Shift F5, enter. And for the light gray, let's just do the entire thing. Shift F5, enter, and put that at the bottom. There we are. So now we have all our colors. We might want to make a few changes here because I might want to push the UVs a little bit further apart because they are close to each other in some spots. So let's just do Shift F5, enter on the mask over there. That way I can push this over and down actually. And really, I think what I am going to do is this. Give me some space. Shift F5, enter. Okay, there we are. That's better. And for the bulb, I am going to do something like this. And Shift F5, enter. And I'll edit the UVs when we get back over to make this go downwards. Okay, so File, Save, and let's go to FNAF, Photoshop, and turn off UVs. Supply Closet Light, File, Save As, okay. File, Save As, PNG, FNAF, Textures, Supply Closet, and Light. Save. Okay. Back in Maya, under our material, go to Color, choose it, go to File, and Supply Closet underscore Light underscore File. Grab that name, go to the texture, use that name, go to the image name, and go up twice to our textures folder, and then go to Supply Closet, and then Supply Closet Light. Oh, forgot to turn off the UVWs, that's a problem. Save, File, Save As, PNG, same process as before. There we are. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I gotta move those UVs. So now let's move them. So let's go to Window, Modeling Editors, UVs, and go to UVs. Turn that off so I can see what's going on. Go to the UV shell, move this down and in place. And we're good. Great. There's our light. Once again, we'll be dealing with reflections and so forth on the surface and making it shiny and emissive later on the Unity side of things. We're not doing that here. We still have some time to spare in this video, so why don't we check out our pivots and check out our outliner. So you can see I was really bad and I didn't name anything properly at all. So for some reason, there's security room, which is a group, or transformation node. That's a group. And we've got the door frame and the inner door frame and so forth. Like I said, I'm probably not going to be dealing with this right now, so I'm going to go ahead and nuke this whole thing. Actually, so let's go to display, show all. And in my outliner, I want to turn off, let's see, what do I have? Display, good. Shape nodes are not currently displayed. Those are right there. I don't want to mess with them. So let's get rid of the security room. So we have P cube, which is the entirety of this. Let's do edit, delete all by type, history, and start framing up on our objects. And it looks like the pivots on these are fine, so that's all good. And the pivots on these are oriented fine as well, and those are okay. This object should probably have its pivot at the bottom, so D and V to the bottom. What about these? So this object pivot should probably be at the bottom as well. And same thing with this one. So I'm just going to pick the pivot of this, probably is fine, and D, V somewhere down there. Great. So the pivots are done with that. Oh, and the pivot for this, probably, I don't know, but that's probably fine, is way up there. Now that that's settled, let's start taking a look at everything else. So mainly we just have meshes here. So if we go to show or display shapes, yeah, I don't want that. So we've got our transform shape nodes right here. Let's go through and start naming things. So in our channel box, we can see our shape and we can see our transform node. Let's go through and select all the bottles and rename them up here. So let's call this stain be gone bottle underscore stain be gone underscore 01. Do the same thing for these. Bottle underscore wipes underscore 01. Enter. And these as well. Call this paper towel. Whoops. Paper towel underscore 01. Shelf. Let's do light supply. This one should have supply closet. And these are all properly named. Bucket, broom, supply closet, floor, supply closet walls, supply closet ceiling. And let's go to edit, delete all by type, history, and see what we have left to deal with. So we have a poly surface, frame up. I don't know what that is. That's just a little tiny bit of something I missed, so delete that. We have some sort of a smooth proxy group, which we don't need. Got a lot of poly cylinders here, which seem to be empty transforms. Let's see, those can go. Frame up, bathroom is for some reason in here. That can go. And this is, these are the walls. I don't know why that's like that, so let's middle mouse move them out, delete that, make this a supply closet group. And grab everything we have and move it under there. There we are. So that should do it for our supply closet. We have things named, we have their pivot points in the right location. all we need to do is bring this into our final scene and we should be good to go with it. So we still got a little bit longer, so why don't we see if we can't do that right now. So let's go to open scene. Actually, let's save this scene out as a separate one. Save scene 05. File, open scene. Let's jump to our rough floor layout. There's our supply closet before. And I am going to get rid of this door for right now because there's no chance in me keeping it. Not with all the problems. Don't have enough of investment in that door to keep it. Actually, I kind of do need it, don't I? So I have somewhere to line up. So the door can go. This can't go. That can go. What else can go? That can go. And this can go. The rest I need to line up. Okay. And that can go. Come on. There we go. Not you. Delete. Let's go to File, Save As. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. I do not want the next increment. I have my own system. So let's go File, Import, and let's find Supply Closet 05. There it imports right on top of everything else. And let's get rid of the cube object. That's the actual floor. Let's see if we can get it. There it is. Delete that out. And now we have our supply closet in our level. We still have a gap. We're going to have to address that, but I'm probably going to wait a little bit because I have that same gap appearing all over the place, over here as well. And I'll try to use a common system for all of them so that I create one asset that links everything together, and I can just put them everywhere and make it kind of fit where it should. All right. Well, thanks for watching it. I know that took a while for us to get that supply closet done, and it is one of the smaller elements, but we did do a good job, I think, on all the different parts. So I'll see you in the next video. I'm not sure what that's going to be at this point, but we'll have a good time. I'll see you next time. So long. Goodbye.